Welcome to tutorial number 4, which is an important one because it's the last one before we meet face to face on Saturday, or for those of you who've rung me and made arrangements on the Monday. Now, I've asked you the whole way through to come in with an open mind. And it's one of those almost like throwaway lines, isn't it? Just keep an open mind. Yeah, just keep an open mind. But I'm sure already some of you have felt a little bit distressed or a little bit confused, right? And some of you will be coming along thinking, oh, this will be interesting. I'm really excited to see what this is going to be about. And some of you will be thinking, it better be good because he's made us wait 4 weeks and he hasn't given us any information, so it better be good. Whichever way you go, an open mind is really important, not just in how you interact with the class, but your fellow students and the rest of the semester, okay? The rest of the semester. Entrepreneurship is not just something that you get a switch and you switch it on and you say, okay, I'm going to go and do a bit of that. And there's a reason. There's a reason why people's success rates at trying to be entrepreneurial are very, very low. Because it's not an easy thing to do. It's easy to replicate something that we already know exists. It's easy to replicate the status quo. It's very hard to do things that are new, that are trying to create new value. And not just to create it, but to capture it. All right? There's no point trying to create value if you can't capture it. All right? That's just a wasted effort. But this process of trying to capture new value assumes that you've been able to get a whole range of assumptions right, and that's not easy to do. So I want you to keep an open mind. Now, I'll give you a couple of links to a couple of articles that hopefully will help you, some food for thought. It'll help you in getting yourself around this notion of an open mind. The first article talks about 7 types of benefits that you could get from having an open mind. The first one is just being able to let go of control. I wonder where you guys sit with that. So we already know 350 students in the class, so already know that most probably around 150 to 200 of you want to be in control. If there's a group process happening, you want to make sure that that stays on track, that you want to make sure it maximizes your chances of getting a 7 or at least a 6, right? But with an open mind, just let go of that control. Just see where things go. Just let others have an opportunity to step in and be the leader. Have other opinions. Consider their thoughts before you lock in around your own thoughts, right? A lot of opportunities for you in being able to let go of control. I want you to be able to experience the changes that are actually occurring. So if you are feeling uncomfortable, I want you to be able to step back and ask yourself, that's interesting, why is it that I do feel that level of uncomfortableness? Why is it that I'm excited by this opportunity? Why is it that I have a view about certain people before and I've only met them for half a moment? Why do I jump to those conclusions? Whatever it is, doesn't mean you're right or you're wrong, but I want you to have an opportunity to experience that. And you'll be certainly doing that through the personal learning statements which are embedded inside your interim and your final learning statements. I want you to be vulnerable. I'm going to give you lots of opportunity to be vulnerable in the first workshop, okay? Whether that's on the Saturday or for those who have made arrangements to come and see me on the Monday. I want you to be vulnerable, right? Don't come in there wanting to hide you. Come in with an open mind, just like you would if you were catching up with your friends on the weekend. The people who've known you for years, that you can't hide from them. You can't pretend to be something different because they already know who you are. Bring that person along. Be willing to make mistakes. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of opportunities to make mistakes. So I'll challenge you right now. I'll challenge you right now. I'll find a prize of some description, I don't know what, for anybody that doesn't make a mistake, a mental mistake, in the first hour or so of the workshop. All right? Just come and see me. I'll make sure it's a decent prize for you. If you did not make any mental mistakes during the first hour and a half, all right? In fact, look forward to it. Look forward to it. Embrace the opportunity to come along and make some mistakes. And share those mistakes and try to make sense of why those mistakes are actually happening. Because it's an opportunity for you to strengthen yourself. It's an opportunity for you to grow, right? To go from being, this is the way I always think, to, there's multiple different ways that I could actually be thinking about this. And when you do that, then you gain confidence, okay? That's the number one outcome of my teaching over the last 20 years, has been helping people to develop confidence, self-confidence. And you might ask, why are we so interested in developing self-confidence? Well, the number one determinant of entrepreneurial behavior everywhere in the world, under all contexts, is confidence. If you're not confident about your ability to act, if you're not confident about your ability to create and capture, you won't do it, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate that to you during the first workshop, okay? In a way which hopefully you won't forget, all right? And you can carry that forward with you, all right? So that's really important. But most important, what I think is a truly great benefit of keeping an open mind is just being able to be honest, all right? I'm not looking for any of you to come along to the class on Saturday and be perfect. I certainly won't be. I will forget this, I'll forget that, and someone will say, but didn't you say this or whatever? Yeah, you're right, I did, yeah? So don't worry about coming along and having to be perfect. You're not going to meet Mr. Perfect here, and I don't have huge expectations of you to be perfect. I just want to see you growing, taking things on, having a chance at this potential development that the course is designed around, okay? So there's 7 benefits. Have a look at the little link that I've given you, and you can go on and read a little bit more into those benefits of having an open mind, all right? Not a cliche, but actually a disposition that we would like you guys to front up with. Now there are 4 benefits, there are 4 ways in which we can think about you practicing the process of developing an open mind, all right? You can talk to other people. That's a good way, all right? It's easy to keep things locked in our own head, you know. I don't know the people to that side of me or to this side of me. I don't know anyone else in the unit. Well, it's not very hard. You can just introduce yourself to somebody in the unit. You can talk to your boyfriend, girlfriend, family, work friends. You can talk to everyone. You can start that process by saying, I've got this unit to go to, and we really haven't got a lot of information. It's week 4. I'm not really sure what's going on. It makes me feel, however, and have a conversation and get a bit of feedback, all right? About what does this tell you about you, all right? Where are the positives associated with you having a communication with other people about how you're feeling about what we're about to do, all right? And where you find yourself feeling a bit negative, challenge yourself to try and reframe those negative thoughts. This is going to be a total waste of my time. I can't believe I'm coming to school, university on a Saturday. What a waste of time. Alternatively, you could be saying, well, this is the first time I've ever had to do this. That should be interesting. I'll give it a go. I'll have a bit of a go and we'll see what actually comes from it. All right? I can't stand group work. I heard there's going to be group work in this unit. Well, he's saying that the group work is going to be interesting, that other students in the past have actually enjoyed the group work. Maybe they do it differently. Maybe there's something else happening in the unit that makes it a worthwhile activity. We can all put that sort of helmet on and get bunkered down and be overwhelmed by all the negative feelings that we could have about something, assuming that you're going to get a repeat of a negative experience. Challenge yourself to reframe those things and ask yourself, well, you know, what might have to happen for it not to be negative, but for it to be a positive thing, okay? I'm hoping for a lot of you that you're going to embrace the opportunity to get out of your comfort zone, all right? You're no different to all the students I meet, all right? I meet students from all disciplines, and I have done for the last 18 years. And lots of students find what we're about to do, it's out of their comfort zone, all right? So ask yourself, well, when does that work for you? When has being out of your comfort zone been something that you've actually gained a benefit from, all right? And how might you develop some little strategies to come along on the weekend? In the past, what I've done for the first class, I've just said it's fancy dress. You've got to come along in fancy dress. We might not do that this weekend, but we won't. But that's a great way to get people out of their comfort zones, because now everyone looks like an idiot, right? Everyone's looking colourful and dressed up and also, and you can see something about people's personalities, right? Some people go to a lot of time and effort. If I'm going to be in a costume, it's going to be a really good costume, as opposed to, well, if I just put a little scarf around my neck, that'll sort of do the trick, won't it, right? So ask yourself, what are the boundaries, the thresholds of your comfort zone, right? What might be fun for you to do that? And if you're really, really into this whole notion of coming along with an open mind, then you could practice mindful meditation, all right? Slow yourself down. Just focus on one thing. I'm looking into a camera. How does the camera work? Taking some deep breaths and really thinking about that and being in the moment, right? But you don't need to go that far, I'm sure. So, open mind, guys. Come along with an open mind. If you come along thinking negative that, you know, I'm already wasted your Saturday and it's only 1 minute past 9, chances are I will waste your Saturday. But you know that's not true. You'll waste your Saturday, okay? Come along with an open mind and we're going to have some fun. We're going to get you on a journey towards doing something you haven't done before during the semester. And I guarantee you it'll be a safe space to be vulnerable, that you will learn a heap that you can take with you beyond the semester and into every other facet of your life. But up to you. Open mind, it'll work. Closed mind, I can't help you. Can't wait to meet you all. Really excited to see what we can do on the weekend. Cheers.